What's going on YouTube? This is MicroMike here, and I am proud to announce the channel of MicroMikes View. This channel will be about specific and details when it comes to our Detroit Lions. I will get into analysis of NFL free agents that possibly could join our team. I will get into the NFL draft and prospects coming from college into the NFL. I will give analysis on philosophy about Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia's thinking when it comes to our team, and I will give you a different perspective what you see from the legacy mainstream media. My idea in philosophy is to show you that the mainstream media is kind of giving you head scratching moves that makes no sense for our team. They dislike our team, and when it comes to myself and other YouTubers, we love the Detroit Lions. We bleed Honolulu blue and silver, and we're all about bringing facts that make sense and get our team to be a strong football playoff contending team. So this video, I'm not going to get into explicit micro details. I will simply go over an overview and give you what my videos will be to come in the coming days and weeks and months ahead. Before I get into that, I would like to give you a special thanks to Luke G. Fields Review. His information and his content that he puts on his channel is fantastic. He's very detailed. He understands facts. He understands football. He understands philosophy. And he will give you a great view on what this team will and should do. So go ahead and subscribe to him if you have not done so. That is Luke G. Fields Review. Great content. When it comes to Bob Quinn, I believe he is bringing a strength and power to this team. We have been a finesse team for so long. And yes, finesse is good and sexy and it looks awesome with the stats. But in all reality, it doesn't make us to the playoff and a playoff contending team. When it comes to NFL team, you want to be able to punch a other team in the mouth. We are in the black and blue division. We need to have a power team. And Matt Patricia brought along Daryl Bevel, and we are going to be that power team that we have not seen in some time. And I'm super excited because this will give us a change to run down people's throats and contend for playoff spots and hopefully win the NFC North this year. Um, Also, we'll talk about the Matthew Stafford conundrum. I understand the fan base. They love him or hate him. And I will get into details on that in later views, what I personally believe, and break down stats. And from the eyes view. I understand the hatred for him and I understand the love for him, but I just simply want to bring you the facts and let you determine what you believe. I have very thick skin. I was in the army for 8 years and they punch you in the mouth. So I have no problem receiving criticism. If you completely disagree with my views, go ahead and send me a message, send me a comment. We can talk about it and debate about it in a positive view because it's okay to disagree with other people and not be mad. That's the fun, folks. It's totally okay. No one's perfect, and definitely I am not perfect, but I feel that I got good, strong facts that I can bring to you, the viewer. Um, I will definitely take any type of information you want. If you want me to make a specific video about a draft prospect or a free agent, send me the information. I will do that. I love having ideas and content to bring out to you guys. And I feel like that's the best way to do it because you want some answers to some questions. We are diehard Lions fans. We want to hear the information, and I will definitely do the best I can. It's simple as that. I will collaborate with other YouTubers, and we will do much talking and much philosophies about the Lions. And they disagree with me on things, and that's what's awesome is having other ideas and talking about things. Um, I am very a fanatic when it comes to the Lions. I'm a fan since 1985. I watched the greatness of Barry Sanders, the not so greatness of John Kitna, and unfortunately the failure of Joey Harrington, whether it be him the player or the situation he was put in. And I could break that down if you would like as well. Uh, so it's interesting how things were run through the Lions and how the mistakes that was made and what I believe that Matt Patricia can learn from those mistakes. In the Army, I was in the Army for 8 years. In the Army, when you train, it is a process called crawl, walk, run. And when it comes to crawling, you're simply getting a macro view. You're not getting details about it. So when you're training, say, to break into a building and do that type of tactical stuff, you'd simply walk through it. You would walk with your trainer and understand, okay, this is what is going to come. And once you pass that spot, you're going to walk. So you're starting to walk it. You're still thinking about what you got to do, but you're taking a little bit speed up, but the process of thinking about it is going through. And then finally, it's the run phase where you're not thinking anymore. You're simply just doing everything that you're trained to do. And this is kind of how I feel about what the Detroit Lions have done. When it comes to Jim Schwartz, I believe that was the crawl phase. We were a dumpster fire in 2008 when we went on 16. We were not relevant at all. We were the joke of the NFL. Jim Schwartz, he brought us to a playoff team. Yes, it wasn't great, but we were not the dumpster fire anymore. We were somewhat relevant, and I feel like that was the crawl stage. When it comes to the walk stage, Jim Caldwell brought us a maturity to this team. We were a little feisty when it comes to Jim Schwartz, but when Jim Caldwell came in, we were more mature, but we still was not at that cusp that we should have been. And then here comes Matt Patricia. He, I believe, is the run phase. Yes, we went 6-10 last year, and I will tell you why. We did not have the players, the philosophy of the New England Patriots that he brought. We had a system where Jim Caldwell was very relaxed, so the players could get away with things. Matt Patricia's not like that. And that's why in free agency we picked up a lot of New England Patriots players because they understand the hard work that it takes to win in December. So I believe him getting rid of KFC, our former offensive coordinator, and bringing in Darrell Bevel, a playoff successful and Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator, that is going to bring the philosophy to our offense, in which was super lacking last year. The defense was making strides, and with the pickup of players that were received in free agency and this draft, we're going to take that to another level. The offense will go to another level, and I will break that down into the upcoming videos. With that said, I would also like to talk about the philosophies and the interesting views when it comes to Matthew Stafford. I understand a lot of you don't like him, and I understand a lot of you hate him. I am going to break down his play and his successes and his failures and what I believe Matt Patricia can do to bring out the best in him and bring us to a quarterback who is getting paid the way he should be playing. So I will break that down in future videos. I know that's the biggest conundrum that's going on currently right now. Also, I will break down the NFL draft. I have a different view than what the most of the pundits believe, and I will tell you the reason why I would like to select these players with these picks, and I'd also do a alternate selection just in case if something crazy happens. Just in case if my number one idea does not happen, what the number two pick would be, or if we trade down or trade up or anything like that. Go ahead and break that down. And what I think we should do and what Bob Quinn will do. I will talk about also the free agents that we just received. I'll go into detail what they bring to our team, and I would like to also talk about free agents that we could pick up in the future that can contribute to our team. Um, I will also be talking about breaking news. I will not be the first one to jump on it, folks. I have a 9 to 5 job. I go to the gym every single day. I have a family, so it's important that I get that stuff out of the way and then bring in a video when I can. My videos probably will be once a day, once or twice a day, around 5, 6 o'clock when it comes to Michigan time. And so expect it around that time, or maybe even a little bit after it if the video takes a while to load. But I will definitely try to get it on the same time every time, so you kind of understand what's going to happen. I also will be collaborating with other YouTubers that are huge Detroit Lions fans. They have different ideas than me, and that is what's awesome. We can bring our ideas and collaborate to you, the viewer, and to us, the fans. I would also probably will do a live draft analysis when it's happening, and break players down from each team, and definitely our team. In the future, I'd really like to go to the NFL draft itself and do live streaming. I've been to the NFL draft before when it was in Radio City Music Hall in New York. I was actually there when Matthew Stafford got drafted. I was one of the few fans that went there with my Lions gear, and I got some funny stories to tell you about that. I won't do it in this video, but it's hilarious, and it's also awesome because if you ever went to the NFL draft, it's such an experience you should experience. And you get to meet the draft players, you get to meet players when they're there, you can meet cheerleaders. They were there. Roger Goodell is there, so yeah, he's not a very popular guy, but he will come up and talk to you like it's nothing. And so it's a very fun experience, and I would like to possibly live stream me doing that, and then you kind of see how it goes. And at some point, if you want to go there, yeah, go ahead and see how it feels with me and how I experience it, and you'll love it. It's straight awesome. You got to at least do it one time in your life. And eventually, next year, I would like to do that also when it comes to Lions games. Stream the games, talk about the 90-man roster and the cuts and everything to get down to 53 man roster. I'll also be breaking down the economics when it comes to Lions football. I know it's very boring stuff, but it is very vital to understanding about what Matt Patricia and what Bob Quinn are going to do. You have to have strong financial sound system to get the players you need and to bring a franchise to consistent winning. You can't overspend, you can't underspend. There's a middle ground that you must pick. And I will talk about that. I have a bachelor's degree at a business administration and economics. So it's kind of boring to me, and it will be really boring to you. But it's also very interesting, and it will give you tips about what Bob Quinn could do in the future, this year, next year, and beyond. And it'll also definitely talk about how it impacts the cap hit when it comes to specific players and what to expect, in the next year or two, when it comes to players, especially Matthew Stafford, and I'll be talking about that a lot. Um, Again, if you have anything you would like to talk about, send it to me, email, or comment. And please subscribe. I want to bring this channel high and through, and bring you, the viewer, in, and give you some fantastic comment. With that said, have yourself a great day, and can't wait for more videos.